2004 Chrysler Crossfire. There's an issue here that's plagued these cars forever. The SKREEM loses communication with the ECU, and there's no way to start the car. Stay tuned to see how we fix this entirely. Power is good on the battery, no crank, no start, nothing. This is a massively common failure on these cars. So step one of these cars is to remove the SKREEM module. SKREEM is just another fancy word for immobilizer. It's stored behind the cluster, so we have to get this cluster out, get the SKREEM, get the ECU and the key. We get it to ECU team, and we take care of it from there. We got to drop this panel down. Got to be super careful with these old, I almost said Mercedes, because that's what it is. Mercedes panels. They're very brittle as they get older. They've already broke, but it'll be okay. Okay, in order to remove this bezel which surrounds the cluster, because the SKREEM is right around here, the steering wheel has to be removed, which is a massive pain, but you got to do it. So disconnect the battery first, wait a few minutes for the caps to discharge, and then you're going to basically stick a Torx 30 into this hole here, and that'll drop the airbag out. Once those screws will come out, airbag basically just very gently. This yellow clip right here pulls straight out, and then you can take that off. Just pull it straight. Try not to pry anything. Just pull it with your fingers. We need to disconnect. Try to straighten this wheel as much as possible. Maybe mark it. This Allen, this is a 10mm Allen inside there. So the goal is to have a helper hold the steering wheel for you while you turn this and break that thing free. After the steering wheel is removed, we got to remove this assembly right here. It comes straight out because this is not going to come up without this. 2 screws, 1 screw here, 1 screw here. So let's do that right now. Just like this. With the clock spring removed, we got to remove this shroud as well. 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Make sure you cut this zip tie. These harnesses are going to hold the shroud assembly back from pulling all the way off. With this shroud down, you can now finally take this panel down. Just be as gentle as possible when you're doing this. These plastics don't tend to last very long. There it goes, just like that. Now we can access the cluster. It's behind the cluster. You'll see the SKREEM module. This is the module that fails in these cars. They lose synchronization between it and the ECU, and requiring a replacement SKREEM. Actually, at the dealer, at the dealership, they would replace the whole setup, and most dealers actually aren't even able to do this at all. They usually have no choice and come to ECU team anyway. This is the ECU for the Crossfire. It's just about 5 connectors that disconnect. Pull this thing straight up out of there like this. So we need this along with the SKREEM and the key. Send them to ECU team, and we will take care of this drive authorization problem. Okay, now that the SKREEM has been remarried to the ECU, we can check drive authorization again, and it should say yes, yes. So go back into mode of electronics, which is the ECU. Then we go to actual values. Then we go to check drive authorization. So there we go. We have immobilizer, non-active, which is correct. We have start enable, yes, and actual value is yes. So the car will start. there it is. Sounds good. The SKREEM and the ECU have been remarried by ECU team. If you guys need this service done, give us a shout. You can contact us at ecuteam.com. Also, by the way, we do have these for sale as well. This tells you if it sees the transponder ring active. These are good to have. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.